Okay. Gosh, my desk looks like a giant mess. I got so much stuff on it. Okay. I'm gonna try to clean off as much of this excess resin before I pull these out, because I want to make sure that I have less cleanup to do when I create the next set. As long as it's not stuck to the actual tile, it should come up away from... Really? You don't want to come up, do you? Sheesh. This piece does not want to come off. Anyway, I'm trying to just get up as much of it as possible so that I have less cleanup to do for the next set. Cleanup is the tedious part for me. Drives me absolutely bonkers. Excuse the sniveling today. My husband irritated me today, and yeah, what fun. When I get super mad, I cry. Go figure. Feel free to say hi. I am trying to watch the comments on my laptop, so they'll probably be a little bit delayed because I'm streaming through my phone but watching on my laptop. So feel free to ask any questions if you have any. What I'm going to be doing is painting my resin mahjong tiles today. That a customer ordered, and they asked to have them painted in the traditional way, so that's what I'm also using my computer for. How is everybody's day going? Hi, Nicole. How are you? So I'm hoping that my customer will like these because she ordered them. She wanted the bottom half light green and the top half blue. And when you mix the two of them together, they turn into a blue-green. So it's really hard to distinguish the color difference when they're two light colors and they're not opaque. So I'm hoping she will like them. I have kind of been having a little bit of a hard time because a customer asked me to duplicate a set of dominoes that I made for another customer, and sometimes when you duplicate something, it doesn't always, you know, when you hand make stuff, it doesn't always duplicate fully. So I created her these dominoes and she absolutely hated them. So they're actually not finished because they were supposed to have a name on them, so I didn't finish them. But so now I have these dominoes that I am gonna have to try to probably sell for a cheaper price because they're not going to be custom made for somebody. I don't know. One of my friends suggested that maybe I do like a raffle or something, but I don't really know how that stuff works. So I don't know if I want to do it that route or not, or what. But I love them. I think they turn out really good. I like the colors, but she wanted them to look more tie-dyed, I guess, than solid color ombres. So which, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to figure out what's in someone else's brain if they don't really tell me what their vision is. And so it makes it difficult sometimes to produce. And you know, it's really hard to get exact, accurate colors too, because you're basically pouring in until it looks good. But the first set that I made, I actually have them right here, but the first set that I made, I did not like the way they turned out because the resin got milky looking pink, and but she said that she wanted these ones instead. So these are the ones that she's gonna end up getting. Um, but yeah, I she said she wanted a more magenta. To me, this one's more magenta, but you know, what can I do? So, all right, I think I got this one pretty well cleaned up, so I can demold them. This other one is really bad. Got a lot going on. So, are you diamond painting, Nicole? I miss diamond painting. I haven't had time to diamond paint in a little while. Just because I get quite a few custom orders. So like anytime I make dominoes or anything like that, they're custom. So and um I end up doing that quite often. So I get quite a bit of orders for custom dominoes. I wish you could play music on YouTube, like in the background, without getting copyright dings. Don't stuck to it. This one is a mess. I don't know why this one turned out to be like pretty much nothing poured out, and then all of it got poured out on this side. And I actually have two more as well to do. It says there's 4 people on. No. Feel free to say hi. Like she said, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions about Etsy or anything, I might be able to answer your questions about that as well. any questions about resin. So I usually give an update for my viewers who watch me regularly during my lives, especially since I haven't been able to go live too often. So I was having a hard time with staying awake during the day. And even though I have two little kids, I was like still like super tired, couldn't stay awake, even with them, mom, 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 every 2 minutes. So I went to the doctor and was telling her about that. And I was telling her that I was having a little bit of shortness of breath since moving to Colorado. So I was getting concerned that I might have asthma or, something, because I don't usually have like when I lived in Sacramento, I didn't have shortness of breath, or anything. So I talked to my doctor and she asked how I sleep at night. And, a lot of the times I'm up working on stuff for clients at night because that's my free time. The kids are usually asleep. And so that's just my free time to be able to work on all the things that I need to work on. So she asked me if I ever wake up gasping for air or anything like that. I said, well, that's happened a couple times, but I don't know. And so she said, well, I would like to have you tested for sleep apnea because it can actually damage your lungs and actually have you having shortness of breath during the day. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I asked her, she said she wanted to do a sleep study. And I asked her what that entailed. And she's like, oh, it's just a machine that goes on your wrist. You take it home with you, yada, yada, yada. Because they want to do a sleep study on my 3-year-old, but they want to do it in the hospital. So I wasn't sure if they wanted to do the same thing for me or not. And anyway, so the night of my test, my husband went and got the machine for me, and we get it home, and I ended up falling asleep on the couch again. So, like way before bedtime. So, my husband just let me sleep, and I told him, I was like, why'd you let me sleep? I told you I wanted to go to bed at a decent hour so that they could get, a good results on my sleep study, or have enough data. So, they ended up getting enough data anyway, but like I went in and I laid down and I like stared at the wall for 2 hours before I even fell asleep. And then I finally fell asleep, and then my husband woke up and it woke me up, and then I was up for a little bit longer then. And yeah, so I didn't get very good sleep, but then they called me and they said that they put a rush on my results and they would call me in a day or two. The doctor would give me the results or whatever. And so they came back and told me that I have severe sleep apnea, and like extremely severe. So I guess some people with mild sleep apnea have 30 episodes in an hour where they stop breathing. But I stop breathing 108 times in an hour. And that's just 1 hour. So if I slept 8 hours, I probably have over 800 episodes. That's quite a bit. They said that my oxygen level dropped down to 55%, which is very concerning. And then they explained to me that the reason I was having shortness of breath during the day is because my body is getting used to breathing carbon dioxide and, all this stuff. So it's very stressful, to say the least, because it's very concerning because, people can die from sleep apnea, and they have, because it's not just, the fact that you're cut off from breathing, but your body goes into a panic, and when it does, it like makes your heart rate go higher, and it increases your risk for heart attack and stroke and all that fun stuff. So they're trying to get me approved for the CPAP machine. And I'm like claustrophobic, so I'm like really worried about how I'm gonna handle that. But the doctor's like, I'm not surprised that you're claustrophobic considering you basically get choked every night, so that could definitely cause you to have claustrophobia. So supposed to get approved for that, and I haven't felt this, like I have a thyroid issue, so I've always felt tired. I always have all the side effects of, I actually have Hashimoto's. It's an autoimmune thyroid disorder. But, they keep telling me my thyroid levels are normal, so they don't have me on any thyroid medicines or anything. But I feel like I feel like I'm tired all the time, anyway. So, but I knew something was wrong because normally I can, have 2 hours of sleep and be able to function and stay with my kids and whatever. I haven't felt that run down except for when I'm pregnant. When I get pregnant, I don't, um, it makes my symptoms worse. So like I end up being extremely tired where I'm like, I literally can't stay awake. I'm so tired. So, and I was just like telling my husband, like, I don't ever get this tired. And usually my husband's the one that's like falling asleep. I think he has narcolepsy or something. Sometimes he says he's chronically sleep deprived, but I I'm like thinking like I don't understand how I can get by on 3 hours of sleep and you can't get by with less than 8. Doesn't make any sense to me. And like you could be having a conversation with him and he's falling asleep on you. So I'm like, I told him, I was like, you should get a sleep study done because you fall asleep super easy. And even while driving, sometimes his eyes will start to roll around, and I'm like, "What are you doing? You're driving. You're in the middle of actually actively driving." So, I told him he should get a sleep study done, but he's like, "Well, I have no problem with that, but I think I'm just chronically sleep deprived." I was like, "Okay," but I don't know about that because I'm sleep deprived and I can function prior to the whole sleep apnea getting worse thing or whatever it is. Whatever it is that's happening. But my dad had it. My mom likely had it. She's never diagnosed, but there would be times where she'd stop breathing and then we would have to wait and see if she's going to start breathing again in the middle of her snoring. And she snored a lot. So, but, you know, at this point, I'm like, God, I have everything. It's not even fair because I have the thyroid disorder. I have glaucoma. I'm like, it's not fair that I get all of the alphabetical uh ailments. It's not fair. But at this point, I'm just like, I'm not surprised. And then, come to find out after getting a genetics test with my 3-year-old that, I have a extra bit of a chromosome issue. I'm like, so yeah, I'm not surprised anymore about all the things that happens and what I get diagnosed with. I'm like, God, I'm not surprised at all anymore. Um, but I only have one other family member that has an autoimmune disease, and autoimmune are, diseases are supposed to be hereditary, but yet nobody else in my family, or extended family has ever been diagnosed with an autoimmune other than my niece, who had a different autoimmune disease than I have. But I'm like, what the heck? Why me and my niece got the autoimmunes? We don't know. So anyway, now I'm gonna start popping these out. Like, you can see that they are blue and green from the sides, but you can't really tell that. You can't really tell that from the back. So I'm hoping the customer likes them nevertheless. So, and I also didn't anticipate them being clear. So I'm not quite sure that I like that, but I tried to make the resin thick, but it doesn't always work. And especially with glitter, it's hard to um, make it opaque if you don't add white. And sometimes when I add white, it doesn't mix well. So I don't know why that one. Okay. All right. I'm just looking at these because they're not completely flat for some reason. It's really weird. They should be flat because it shouldn't be sticking out. What? Okay, wow. I don't know what is wrong with these. Really weird. I think I'm gonna have to redo them. I think I'm gonna have to redo them all. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. They like didn't cure all the way or something. Like the green part didn't cure all the way. Okay, let me get some gloves on because I was not anticipating that. It's really weird though because the top part of them all hardened, but not the bottom part. That's really weird. Well, I think I'm gonna have to set this project aside and do something else now. And crap, I don't know what the heck. Look at that. Can you see that, Andrew? It like all came off. Like it's all gelatinous. It's really bizarre. And they're not all like that because this one's fine. And this one's hard. So is that one. And that one. So these ones are all fine. I can't tell if this one is sticky or not, but this one's fine. What the heck? I don't understand the whole the whole thing of resin. Sometimes you can't win. Okay, I think I'm back. Ah, my cord is very sensitive, and if you like bump it at all, it'll knock out of the little charging port. Anyway, so let me go ahead and try to get this resin off of here. I really don't want to have to redo these because they are very expensive to make. So it's a really big drag when they don't cooperate. I just hope that they're not all ruined. Okay, so let's continue to check them. Yeah, that one's ruined. Sometimes resin is very finicky and doesn't cure right for one reason or another. Okay, this one does not seem to be sticky and it's not squishy. The other ones are squishy. Like the face of them are squishy. So this one looks good too. I don't know. Like I said, they're all made from the same bit of resin. There's no difference between them, but they don't always cooperate. And this one is good. Looks like maybe just 1.5 rows, maybe. I can't tell. No, I think this one's good. Yeah, one's good. Oh, more. Okay, I think this one's good. Yeah, I noticed it was like not flat, and then it started to get like squishy, and I was like, what is going on? Oh boy. All right. That one looks good. There's hope yet. That I only have to fix a couple of these. But I'm gonna need more green glitter because I don't have any more bright green glitter. Okay, that one looks good. That one looks good. Well, I certainly didn't see that coming. I thought they were all cured because when I put the second layer in there, it was all of the top part of the green was flat. So, oh, looks like my husband is back. So it could get loud. What? I'm trying to get water. You didn't bring water with you? Are you guys going back or what? Yeah. Oh. Is it good? That's the one. So let's go. What about Aiden? You want to get something to drink? He wants a cup too. You want to go outside? You gotta wait for Dad. You can't just go outside by yourself. I don't know what happened to these ones. All the rest of them are fine.
So Daddy was sitting at the bench on the leaving part.
On the leaving part?
Yeah, because I'm trying to get water.
Hmm. I don't know what that means, but.
Can I go outside? Eating your apple juice too?
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Hi.
All right. So it looks like only like one row. It's so weird because it's like trapped. It's like sticky on the top, but it's like trapped liquid. Like, it's weird. So I'll have to redo these ones. Um, excuse me. Let me just set these up on my other table for a minute. So I have like 7 of those ones to redo. Let's see how these ones turned out. Okay, now I got them all mixed up. I was trying to keep them in order so I could put them together for painting, but I'll just figure it out. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. That's white dragon, red dragon. That is, I don't know which one that one is. One of the numbers. That one is 6 sticks, 2 dots. This one's a sticks, 2 sticks. And this one, let's see what that one. This one goes up there somewhere too. That one goes up there. I have to figure out what order they go in. This one is the sun. It's number 1 for the dots. It's a oh wait, I think that one's a dragon. That one's a dragon. Okay, out of here. Sticks. I don't know which order that one goes in. This is dots. This one I think is west. This one's dots. This is what? 6 dots. 6 dots. Is the 3 dashes. I think. So sticks. 3 sticks. Then 7 dots. I'm gonna find out which order these ones go in. 8 dot. 9 sticks. This one I think is north. This one goes this one. This one is dots, 9 dot. All right. This one is one of the 8. So I forget which order this one to. All right. So let's see. There's 2, 3. Okay, so 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the rest of them? Oh, 1. What is that? Probably 9. Let's see if I can figure it out from. One is, I think, 8. This one is 9. X. There's one with an X. Then that one. Then the one looks like a star. That's kind of like a. Wait, what is this one again? No, that one's. No, that one's not. Maybe like that. Really? I'm missing the bird one. They are missing that. I'm missing one of the. Okay. All right. Alrighty. So I think I got them in decent order at least. So okay. So just go down because that. I'm gonna stay with the row. Switch over. Yeah. These ones all seem to be fine. 4. Let's see. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 9. Okay, that's all good. Let's see. 2 sticks. 1. 3. 4. 4. Four, yeah, 4. 5. 2, 6. 7. 8. And then stick 9. 9. Almost good. All right, what is this one? 2, 3, 4. I don't have that one because it got ruined. 5. 7. 8. And 9. Okay. All right, what is this? Dragon. So this is a red dragon. I think this one is west. Or is this one? One of them is. Okay, so this one of them is east, I think, or north, south. I don't know those ones by heart. So, yeah, that one's north. This one is south, I think. This is red dragon, rather. This one is one of the other dragons. This one is the white dragon. All right, so what do I got left? I got number. Not the moment. Red dragon. This is what, number 1? Yeah, this one is 1. Then I got the bird, which is the number 1 for 6. And then I got the sun, which is number 1 for the snake. The ducks. All right. We almost have 2 full sets. This one, this one, and this one match, and this one match, and this one does not match that one. What is this one? Oh, this one matches this one. Okay, so those go together. Okay. There we go. All right. Now comes the fun part of trying to paint them. Let me think here. Move this tab over. Is it this tab? Let me just open the image in the table. All right, so I need Need blue. And red. I can't tell if this is red or no, this is blue, red, green. And like a dark green. Do I have a dark green? I don't know if you have a dark green. Nope. That looks more teal than green, so I don't have a dark green. All right, so let's see things. We have 7 of those to fix. I think that's already doing the same a little bit. Maybe I'll just there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna take these gloves off now that I'm not messing with any of them that are gross anymore. Text me. Okay. My hands are gonna become very messy with paint, but I find that the things are easier to paint with my fingers getting paint on them than if I try to wipe them off with anything else. Okie dokie. Let's see. Red dragon. So this one is all red. All red. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can split these screens up a little. There we go. There's half the outline and half of this one. So I can still watch comments, hopefully. There we go. All right. All right. There's the red dragon. Red Dragon 2. I can't see the video now. What the heck? The ones that are going to be hard to paint are going to be the ones that are multicolored. So I'm going to do my best to paint those ones the way they're supposed to be painted, but we'll see what happens. And there's Red Dragon 2. Alright. Are there any more solid red ones? Let's see. Solid red. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this, try to do this by color because I think it'll be easier. So the other ones are not solid red, but these ones, all of the bottom symbols are red. So let's see what the pattern is. Sometimes, there you go. See what I mean? My hands are going to be a mess by the time I'm done, but I think they turn out very nice. And if I wipe that with a cloth, it'll wipe all of the paint out of it, and then it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So the bottom halves of these are red. The writing is all in red. So I'm trying not to waste too much paint by globbing too much on, but okay, let's see. And I don't think this is flat enough to really actually make it work. Let's see. Oh, it's actually not too bad. I still have to wipe it, but it's not too bad. Okay, there's those two. Bah. All right. Let's try that way again, see how it works. See if it is actually a better alternative than just using my fingers. Because I feel like if I wipe out enough of it with this, then I can reuse that paint instead of it just being on my fingers and that's the end of it. I get a good amount of it out. And then let's see. How's that one? Okay, that's not too bad. And then just add some more. Whoops. I can't use my computer. It's not too bad. I'm able to save some paint that way, but all right. So my kiddo was originally supposed to go to preschool for full full days next year, but with COVID and everything, we decided to keep him home this year. So we're not sure if next year he's going to be ready for a full day class, as he does have autism, and so his transitioning is not always that great. So they want to start him off in a at like a slower pace, so they don't want to just like push him directly into a full day class just yet. So my plans have changed a little bit, but they're going to be sending him to a different school even because they think that one of the other schools might have a um better, I guess, like, I don't know, teacher or something, or program, or whatever, um for him. They're supposed to provide transportation for him, so that'll be nice, but I still have to transport my other kiddo to school as well. So this one Unless it needs to be fixed. All the other ones, there's only one of them. These mahjong pieces are kind of a pain in the butt to do. They're very hands-on, like you have to hand paint them and everything. So um they they have a lot of work go into them, and it takes a lot of resin to make them, so that's why they're so expensive. It takes me quite a bit of time to get them prepped and out the door for the customer. As you can see, not it's not hard, it's just tedious work. What is this? Oh, chat. Let's see what that is. Can I squish it? Okay, cool. All right. So let's move that over there. Let's move this over here. Okay. It doesn't tell me if there's anybody watching, which I think is really weird. It, at least, I should say, at least at the screen that I'm at. On my phone, it says there's two, though. So it's my computer and my husband, probably. All right. Just making sure I'm not missing any chats or anything. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm trying to keep the red away from the top parts of these. Okay. You're listening. one I think matches one. Gosh, my fingers are so painted. Gonna be red forever. All right. These are looking pretty good, actually. I like them. I like them. I was worried that they might not go well with a um like a green background, but they still came out pretty cool. When I did mine, I um I actually didn't get to finish painting mine, but I did it on a white opalescent glitter. So same matches that one. What are we eating for dinner, Andrew? You can hear me. I'm supposed to start eating healthier. My sister's gonna help cook some healthier meals and teach my husband how to cook some healthier meals, but kind of stressing out about it a little bit. Just because last time I had a trainer and everything, and they tried to make me eat healthy, I ended up saying heck with it because they had me eating stuff that was disgusting. Awesome. Do you have everything already, or do you have to go to the store to get it? Um, so I decided that I heard good things about um not pasta, spaghetti with spaghetti squash. I heard good things about it. So I was telling my sister that she should teach my husband how to make it so that he can make it for me. Um, Ew, I just got resin all over my hand. Dang it. She just got a new wipe. All right. fingers are super covered in red. It's everywhere. I think I'm turning into Elmo. Um, so yeah, I heard good things about spaghetti squash with pasta. Not pasta. Stop with the pasta. Spaghetti squash with meat. I already eat ground turkey, so um it's only a matter of making it. But my sister showed my husband how to make the spaghetti squash yesterday, so we're gonna try it out today and see if we like it. Um, and I'm gonna do it gradually because last time, like I said, um, so when I had a trainer, they said, "Oh, well, based on your goals that you want to meet, you can only eat like 1,200 calories a day." And so, because we don't cook a lot or very well when it comes to cooking things that are healthy, um, we struggle to cook a variety of meals. So, because of that, I was eating the same thing all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. And then I just got tired of it. And um, so not only was I trying to lose weight, my husband was trying to gain weight. So I would cook food for him to bulk up and me to so I had to weigh my chicken, but I had to give him 3 chicken breasts. It was super ridiculous. Like I'm like starving practically over here and he's over there eating like like he I mean, I've never seen him eat so much in my life. So I was like, this is not fair. Like we can't both be doing the opposite things. So it it became tiresome and annoying and so it was not something that was going to work out for both of us at the same time. So um and the sad thing is like for him, he has a super high metabolism, so he struggles to gain weight. And my metabolism sucks because I have my thyroid issue and, everything else. And so, um, he can just eat and probably lose weight versus, um, me who exercise don't matter. It doesn't go anywhere, unless I work 500 times harder than him. So, it was never going to work out if we're both trying to do different things at the same time, especially when I have to feed him as if he is a freaking giant. So yeah, it just I would cry. It was terrible. It was a terrible, terrible time. They were giving me meal ideas that was literally making me cry to eat because it was so gross. They wanted me to eat, plain old oatmeal. They told me oh, you can add a little bit of cinnamon. Well, cinnamon does not do anything to plain oatmeal, in my opinion. So it was hard. And I ended up getting pregnant and said, okay, I'm done. Um, because the doctor told me that I shouldn't be, that I shouldn't continue working out the way I was and everything. So I stopped my sessions with the trainer. Then, so um, the trainer that I was with, he was like a bodybuilder. So he basically gave me a bodybuilding, losing weight diet plan to where, and it was too extreme for me. Like, it was it cut back way too fast, way too hard. And, I did lose some weight, but, you know, I lost weight on my own without a trainer prior to that, just by getting on the treadmill a little bit. But it's just really hard to work out, to find the time to work out and all that. And it just and then I still had training sessions left that I wanted to continue after I was pregnant. But I said, there's no way I will do them with, the bodybuilder guy. I said, find me a different trainer. They did find me other trainers in that time, besides the bodybuilder guy, because I finally was like, no, it's too much. I'm gonna I want my money back, or, something. And so they were like refusing to give me my money back. It cost a lot of money. But they refused to give me my money back. So they told me if his training isn't working out, then they'll find another trainer for me. Because usually it's, paid per the trainer, but they had him pay in bulk when we bought him. So we paid for like 2 years of training or something like that. I don't even know. It was a lot of sessions. Anyway, not 2 years, but like it was a lot of sessions. And shut up, Andrew. um anyway, he's got me all choking up. So every time I would I found a trainer that I really liked, and then she would move or stop coming, or not stop coming, but like she would move to a different gym or something. Like I found one that I really, 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 really liked, and then she was no longer with 24-hour fitness. So I was like, well, shoot, basically. Um, because of course the one I really like is the one that ends up leaving. And so then I found another one, and she was okay, but she had me do um she pushed a little bit harder than the other one, so it was definitely like I feel like tougher. So I really didn't feel like I really meshed well with her either, because um she was another one that was like a bodybuilder. So then what did they do? uh that's when I got pregnant. And then so if I had the one trainer that I really liked the whole time, I probably would have stuck with it. But they ended up getting rid of the one, or she ended up quitting, or whatever happened with her. And so I probably would have continued to work out, but um then the other one, I think I didn't, she was harder, but I still didn't like fully like her, but I didn't completely like hate her or anything, but I think she ended up also leaving. So they couldn't keep their trainers. And of course, the one guy is still there because he's like one of the managers or whatever. I think he's like the manager of the trainers or something. And so of course he's there, and I'm like, well, I'm not working back out with him. So then they found me another girl. That's right. They ended up finding me another girl on top of that, and her and I did not get along at all. She's talking about distilled water and like I don't know. She's another one that was kind of, I think cuckoo a little bit, but I was like, nope, I can't. I'm not doing no more. These trainers are all crazy, and I can't anymore. I'm done. So I ended up getting pregnant, and then I was like, good, I'm done for sure. And then from there, I they ended up getting me a trainer that was bigger. So finally, so finally someone who looked like me instead of just, some super skinny, like, no, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just saying, but they finally get me one that looks like me. And then so she's like, I assure you that I work out. I just, I'm not as, heavy with it as I should be, and blah 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 blah. I was like, whatever. I don't really care. But then she started canceling on me or like making excuses as to why. So I was like, you know what? I needed somebody who is gonna make me motivated, like gonna, talk me up, not, oh, I need to switch this day, I need to switch this time. That's just giving me like excuses to cancel working out. Like, so I definitely don't need the help with that. I could do that all by myself. So that was very frustrating, and so yeah, I don't remember. I think they ended up giving us a refund for the remaining ones because I had to, or no, they did not. My husband, I told him I'm done. I've went through like 5 trainers. I'm done. I'm not doing no more. These people are ridiculous. And so my husband ended up taking over the sessions, and he honestly didn't need them for anything. But he ended up finishing them out so he didn't lose out on the money. And yeah, and I was like, well, I'll never pay for a trainer again, especially not at 24-hour fitness. And so yeah, so that was my experience with that. And I was like, nope, I'm done. I could not find after I found the one that I really liked, I could not find another trainer that I really liked, and it was a big bummer because we had already invested all of that money into the trainer. I could have paid her separately, but 24-hour fitness is not giving up that money, so they're like, nope. And it was not cheap at all. So um I even tried to go to another one, and like another gym that was further away, and I don't know, because my husband was meeting with one of the trainers, but see, my husband's trainer was dating the trainer that I started with, one that was like, oh, mackerel and blah blah blah. But then at some point something happened between them and they no longer dated. So yeah, that was definitely not exciting. So um but yeah, I'm still friends with that girl, but she's way hardcore for me because she's like into bodybuilding and all this stuff. So I was like, there's no way I'm having her train me after having the other guy train me who's into body. Nope, I'm dead. I know I'm steering clear bodybuilders, I think. Because they they don't eat to eat, they eat for fuel, and that is not how I eat. So scary thoughts right there. But yeah, she was um a nice girl, bodybuilder, but she was definitely more for helping my husband kind of a thing to bulk up versus me trying to lose weight. So, and she did a lot of different things. So she was always busy, so she couldn't really take me on as a client anyway. Um, but let's see. Those number sevens, bottom ones are also red. But I have a hard time losing weight because of my thyroid issue. And now I have a hard time even attempting to work out because my back hurts so bad all the time. Even just standing for a few minutes, my back is just like, okay, what are you doing? It's too much. So I'm supposed to have a weight loss consultation with doctor's office as well. So I gotta set that appointment up. And I gotta set up an appointment for my glaucoma. I haven't had that checked in a while. I don't need to go blind after all. Um, they said that I am pre-diabetic. I thought for sure I'd be diabetic by now, but only pre-diabetic. Andrew, are you home? Ugh, mess. Trying to get any on my shirt, my favorite shirt. As a Trey says, "Such your favorite shirt?" It must not be you. There's someone outside. I couldn't tell if it was you or not. I heard, "Oh my God." So I wasn't sure if it was you or not. Are they having fun playing on the swings? My kiddos are at the park playing right now while I am live. But I think I'm gonna hop off for now. I want to thank you for watching this replay, and because I'm sure most of you are going to catch it on the replay. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more Misty Anthony design content.